Morning, folks. We're going to start off on the east coast of Australia, where the same plant that has had numerous pollution violations over the last few years released sulfur dioxide into the environment yesterday. This is the same plant that released that toxic hexavalent chromium back in August. This morning, China is receiving some pretty dismal economic numbers for the past month of January. We had an earthquake swarm this morning in Utah where we had 3 earthquakes separated by about 5 miles in about 1 hour each. Let's keep an eye on this. 260 dead dolphins washed up in Peru, pretty much doubling the tragedy that we saw in New England, and about 50 migratory swans appear to have been poisoned in central China. There's evidence that Iran is aiding Syria to circumvent the global sanctions put against them for the violence that is being perpetrated against their own citizens. And while Iran is set to make some kind of nuclear announcement, Ahmadinejad is really calling on the United States to drop the Israeli dead weight, as he sees it, and join the program. The FOF2, the critical frequencies in the F2 layer of our ionosphere. If you've been watching, you know that anything over 14 counts as high, and we have some areas of 15 and even 16 megahertz of ionization up there right now, so let's keep an eye on that. This sunspot that we've had our eye on for just over 2 days has kind of stopped growing, and while it is big and kind of complex, it is a Zurich class F, and it is beta gamma only because of this region right here in the center where we have the blue on the top, the red on the bottom. They're not connected to the big spots on the side, so it is beta gamma, but it's not really all that dangerous. In fact, it's about as symmetrical as a sunspot of this size and complexity can be. You know, we have the big we have the big spots of opposite polarity on the other sides, and we have symmetry going down the middle. Frankly, both of these spots that are turning a limb right now appear to be a little more dangerous. The first one is just barely turning a limb. It is at a high latitude, and thankfully for that, because it appears to be fairly complex. This one doesn't appear to be too complex yet, 11417, but it is turning a limb and morphing. So we'll keep an eye on those solar active regions, folks. While there wasn't any big eruptions on the sun last night, you know, 2 nights ago we did have that filament eruption, and the CME evolution endless spiral does show a chance of a slight glancing blow to Earth's magnetosphere in 2 to 3 days. So other than that, folks, once again, let's watch these solar active regions as they keep turning a limb, 11416 down there right in the center, and those 2 turning the limb. Be safe, everyone.